They say the fire of purgatory burns with the same flames as hell itself. The only difference is that it does not last forever. But what if one of those poor souls could appear before us, right here, right now, still wrapped in those purifying flames? What would it tell us about its suffering, about the torment of being separated from God, even for a time? This powerful sermon, attributed to a saint, reveals the unimaginable reality of purgatory, not as a place of despair, but as the last cry of love from souls yearning to see God face to face. Before we begin this moving testimony, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next stories and teachings that unveil the mysteries of eternity and the mercy of God. The fire of purgatory is the same as the fire of hell. The difference between them is that the fire of purgatory is not eternal. Oh, if God were to permit one of those poor souls, now immersed in the flames, to appear here in this very place, entirely surrounded by the fire that consumes her. And if she herself were to describe the sufferings she endures, this whole church, my dear brothers and sisters, would tremble at the echo of her cries and sobs. And perhaps, who knows, such a sight might soften your hearts. That poor soul would tell us, "Oh, how we suffer. Oh, brothers, deliver us from these torments." Ah, if you could only experience what it is to live separated from God, a cruel separation with sufferings beyond human understanding, to be devoured by remorse, knowing that we could have so easily avoided these torments. "Oh, my children," cry fathers and mothers from purgatory, "how can you abandon us in this hour? We loved you so dearly when we lived upon the earth. How can you sleep peacefully in your beds while we burn upon a bed of fire? How can you give yourselves to pleasures and joy while we suffer and weep day and night? You have inherited our possessions, our homes. You enjoy the fruits of our labor. And yet we endure indescribable pains. And still, after so many years, you are unable to offer even a single prayer for us, a small prayer that would help to free us from these flames. You can ease our suffering. You can open our prison. And yet, you abandon us. Cruel indeed are these sufferings. Yes, my brothers and sisters, people have such a false idea of what it means to be in the flames of purgatory for those so-called light sins. If it is even possible to call light that which deserves so severe a punishment. "What astonishment there would be for man," cries the royal prophet, "if even the most just were judged by God without mercy. If God found stains upon the sun and malice among the angels, what shall become of man, a sinner? And what shall become of us, who have committed so many mortal sins and done so little to satisfy God's justice? How many years of purgatory, oh my God!" Saint Teresa of Avila said, "What soul would ever be pure enough to enter heaven directly, without passing through the flames of justice?" In her last illness, she suddenly cried out, "O justice and power of my God, how terrible you are!" During her agony, God allowed her to glimpse for just a moment His holiness. As the angels and saints behold it in heaven, it filled her with such awe that she began to tremble and grew agitated in an extraordinary way. Her sisters, in tears, asked her, "Mother, what is happening to you? Surely you do not fear death after so many years of penance and tears." "No, my daughters," she answered, "I do not fear death. On the contrary, I desire it, for only then shall I be united eternally with God." "Then, mother," they asked, "is it your sins that terrify you, after so many mortifications?" "Yes, my daughters," Teresa replied. "I do fear for my sins, but I fear something even greater." "Would it be the judgment?" "Yes," she said. I fear the tremendous account I must give before God. Above all, because at that moment we shall be judged by justice and not by mercy. But there is still something that makes me die of terror." The poor sisters were deeply distressed. "Mother, could it be hell?" "No," she replied. "Thanks be to God. Hell is not for me. Oh, my daughters, it is the holiness of God. My God, have mercy on me. My life will be weighed face to face with Christ himself. Woe to me if I have the smallest stain or fault. Woe to me if there remains the slightest shadow of sin. Ah, then, what will it be like for us on the day of our death?" cried the sisters. Yes, my dear brothers and sisters, what will it be like for us? We who perhaps, with all our penances and good works, may never have made full satisfaction even for a single sin forgiven in the tribunal of confession. How many years, how many centuries of torment shall we owe to divine justice for our faults? We will pay dearly for all those little sins that we consider unimportant, those small lies told to protect ourselves, those little scandals, the neglect of graces God gives us at every moment, the murmurs and complaints in the trials he sends us. No, my dear brothers and sisters, we would never dare to commit even the smallest sin if we truly understood how deeply it offends God and how strictly we deserve to be punished. Even in this life, God is perfectly just. When he rewards us even for the smallest good deed, he gives far more than we deserve. A good thought, a good action, a good desire, even the wish to do good when we cannot. He never lets it go without reward. But when it comes to punishment, he acts with the greatest rigor, and even for the smallest fault, we shall be sent to purgatory.